Ms. Samantha. The image we usually have about medical researchers is that of a person dressed in a white robe, wearing glasses and casting serious looks. But, the one who first came up with this stereotype, would have changed his mind, upon seeing you.
Oh. Thank you for the compliment. This image has caused me some troubles with Mrs. Miller though.
In what sense, if I may ask?
I am a little bit introvert, and shy. Mrs. Miller once came here. She saw Dr. Miller smiling at me, and apparently that made her feel jealous. What she did not know is that Dr. Miller was trying to be outgoing to help me get out of the shell. Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
We're conducting some investigations around the case of Dr. Benjamin Miller, and thought I could drop by your office to ask you some questions, if you don't mind.
Not at all, officer. I am all yours. Dr. Miller was a great person, and he had from me nothing but utmost respect.
It seems you are a practical person, so let us get down to business.
Sure.
Talking about stereotypes, investigators are viewed by the public as people holding magnifying glasses to hunt for clues, and asking direct and specific questions in interviews.
I see that in detective movies, indeed.
But this is not my style. I wish to ask you please to share with me any information that you think relevant. Please, try not to hide anything. Even minor information can give us a lead. There are many missing pieces in the puzzle, which baffles us and deters any attempt to find a trail.
Okay, officer. I was appointed as an assistant of Dr. Miller on his research on the use of flafixine as a medication to some sort of cardiac diseases.
Flafixine. That rings a bell.
It is a substance that we get through the concentration of some ingredients, coming mainly from the siamite leaves. Anyway, I was meant to replace my predecessor, Stella Brown. She died in a car accident.
Sorry to hear that. What happened to the research?
As far as I understood, it was progressing well, but after Stella's death, the manager put it on hold. She did not tell us why, though. Dr. Miller confided to me once that the research was a failure, and they had to run the experiments again to find out more feasible ways of using the substance.
How would you describe the impact of this failure on Dr. Miller? Was the manager, for example, upset with him over the results?
Failures in experiments are part of our work, and there is no reason for people to be dismayed. However, something strange happened.
What happened?
After the deadlock, Dr. Miller had a change of heart. He showed feelings of depression, anxiety and sadness altogether. He was no longer the cheerful person he was known to be, although he tried to be very friendly when I was appointed as his assistant.
How long did that depression last?
A few months, after which he started to show signs of recovery. His face regained its shining smile, and he even started to run the habit of putting on lavender perfume.
The bell rings again.
Something strange happened once, which I could not understand. I mentioned to him Stella one day. His eyes went astray and said,
"If you but did not listen to me."
Did he explain to you anything?
I didn't ask him about that. Obviously, it wouldn't have been wise for me to interfere in his personal affairs.
Well, Samantha, when a person suddenly dies, without an explicable reason, often the most critical information you have to work with is hidden in their actions and words from the day before they are gone. So, what were the last things you noticed on Dr. Miller that can be significantly related to his mysterious death?
You're quite right, officer. A day before his death, Dr. Miller was extraordinarily jovial. He was calm and very friendly. Aside from this, I frankly know nothing. I have always been busy with my work, and did not even have any relation with his family, partly for fears of upsetting his wife.
Yes, I understand.
But, I suggest you see Professor Charlotte Morgan. She may have more information relevant to your investigations.
I will certainly do. Do you think I can meet with her today?
She's attending a conference in France, but will come next week. If you like, I will ask her to schedule a meeting with you.
I will be grateful.
I've just remembered something. Last month, I saw Dr. Miller taking some pills. When I asked him if he was all right, he said he had been diagnosed with a cardiac disease some months ago.
Did he say that?
Yes, he laughed though and said he was happy to have had a life insurance before the disease struck him. But, he made me promise not to tell anybody.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Samantha. It has been nice talking to you.
Good luck, officer.
The word lavender has surfaced again. It is time to look at the grocery list with fresh eyes.
Here you are. Let us think about it carefully. Oh. My God.
What did you find?
If you take the first letter of each word, we get Socrates.
The philosopher.
We found a new piece of the puzzle, officer. Socrates died by poison. Not only this, but he also drank the poison by himself when he was sentenced to death.
Suicide. Things are becoming more interesting. Honestly, I thought for a while, we are going to unfold our hands.
We still have to decode the lavender word. Hope we can get answers from the interview with Professor Morgan.
Once we get the answers, let us sit and piece up the puzzle together.
This will give us the chance to know what pieces are still missing. I already have sketched the events, but as you said, we will not make assumptions now.
Fair enough.